Hi, Brian Armitage with the Food Leadership Group again for the second in our four-part video series regarding Food Safety Modernization Act compliance and the top areas that I'm seeing for issues with companies that are figuring out how to comply with the requirements and make sure that FDA is happy. The next one I wanted to talk about was quality systems. Your old system is not going to work. I can pretty much guarantee that. There's a lot of talk out there about compliance for FSMA and SQF, Safe Quality Food Programs, and GFSI for Level 2 and whether that meets requirements. And clearly it does, which is great news. However, what I'm talking about here today is not necessarily the things that you're doing, but the things you need to be taking out of your systems. So what do I mean by that? One of the things that you have to realize with this process, with the FSMA and the Foreign Supplier Verification and all the other programs within FSMA, is that this is an educational process with FDA. All the information, or the vast majority of information, unless you fall under Seafood HACCP or Juice HACCP or other programs, is new to FDA. They haven't seen your program. And if you have a quality system like most people have quality systems, you have things in there that are beyond the scope of what USDA or FDA in this particular instance is looking for. You need to remove those things from your system. Now, why are they in the first place is because quality systems generally are the compliance program and the documentation system that's present in operations, production, corporate facilities. So you have information in there relative to your maintenance programs and downtime and labor information, and this is all combined onto production sheets on the floor. Keep in mind that if you keep this information on there, that all becomes information that FDA can review, because you also have information on there that covers your HARP-C compliance programs and your HACCP CCP checks within your systems and your allergen checks and your sanitation, all information that FDA can see. And don't forget, information that FDA now has a legal right as a part of the scope of your HACCP program and your HARP-C systems with your preventative controls, they can take that information with them. And that means that you're making potential risks or threats for your organization that don't need to exist. This entire process, as I talked about in my first video for foreign supplier verification, is about education for FDA. You need to show them very clearly what your plan is, what preventative controls you have in place, how those preventative control programs are working, how you evaluate those, how you make sure that if you find issues that you're dealing with those and closing out those issues. FDA doesn't expect perfection, but they want to see that you're evaluating and addressing issues as you find them. Don't put things in your program that are unnecessary. Remove them. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't document those things anymore. It's just that they're out of scope. Now, a lot of this is brand new concepts for quality. We're used to documenting everything and gathering everything, and more is better. With the open books now that are available to FDA, that's not a good thing for your business. Also keep in mind that these quality systems need to be developed out at your corporate side as well. A lot of companies are overlooking this big time. So you have to go and look at your corporate systems around procurement, logistics, storage, procurement practices for biddings, all these type of things, crisis management training that FDA is going to be interested in, because odds are FDA is going to be coming to your corporate headquarters now as well, just not your plants. So lots to cover relative to your quality systems, and I'd love to help you with sorting out how you can develop on an action plan to start tackling those things. Included in this video is a box where you can check on a system and schedule a quick 30-minute no-cost call with me so I can take a look at your systems, answer any of your questions, and make sure that you have a level of confidence with your systems. So once again, Brian Armitage. I'm with the Food Leadership Group, and thanks for watching my video. Have a good day.